My dear sisters and brothers in Christ, today's Gospel passage describes Jesus' first encounter with the people of his village after he begins his public ministry. When the people in the synagogue heard Jesus speaking in great wisdom, they were astonished. The eloquence and the authority his words conveyed were like that of the prophets. How could the carpenter's son achieve this much wisdom without proper training in the law? Hence, Jesus quotes the famous saying, "No prophet is accepted in his own native place." Jesus came to his hometown people as a prophet, with healing in his hands, mercy in his heart, and the promise of salvation for all those who are willing to accept him. They could not understand how a mere carpenter could be the Messiah who would liberate them from Roman rule and re-establish the Jewish kingdom. Jesus compares the rejection of his people to that of the old prophets. The first reading describes the vocation of Jeremiah as a prophet. God told Jeremiah that he was chosen as a prophet even before he was formed in the womb of his mother. But he clearly knew that his mission is going to be a challenging one. So Jeremiah tried to escape this role by complaining that he was too young. His fear came to reality. Jeremiah was imprisoned and threatened with death several times. And once he was thrown into a muddy cistern. It was painful for him to watch the destruction of Jerusalem because the people would not listen to his words. In living out his prophetic vocation, while encountering rejection and persecution, Jeremiah prefigured Jesus. There are 4 phrases God uses to describe the intimate relationship with Jeremiah. I formed you, I knew you, I dedicated you, and I appointed you. Even though we are not prophets like Jeremiah, these words are meant for all of us. God is the one who has given life and the present mission to each one of us. Jesus reminds the people about what happened when the people of Israel rejected their prophets. The blessing went out to the Gentiles who welcomed the prophets. Elijah is the greatest of Old Testament prophets, bringing back the worship of the true God. His prayer was powerful to bring fire from heaven, and he was taken alive into heaven. The Jews believed that he would return during the end of times. When the Jews did not welcome him, a Gentile widow and her son gave a place to stay for the prophet. Elijah performed 2 miracles for the widow. The widow's small jar of flour and the tiny jug of oil were never depleted. Later, when the widow's son died, Elijah's prayers revived him from the dead. No Israelite received such a blessing. A Syrian military general by the name of Naaman came to the prophet Elisha looking for a cure for his leprosy. At Elisha's word, Naaman bathed 7 times in the Jordan, after which his leprosy was healed. There were many lepers in Israel at the time, commended Jesus, but only this foreigner was healed because he had faith in the man of God. The fate of these prophets is awaiting Jesus, but at the same time, the acceptance of Jesus by the Gentiles would bring many blessings to them. God can work in this world in different ways and through different people. God does not need our permission to bestow blessings on anyone. We should not reject God in our lives like the people in Jesus' hometown. Let us recognize the presence of Jesus in our lives and thus receive abundant blessings from Him. Let us also become instruments of God's blessings to everyone we meet in our lives.